Shaboom! What's going on, YouTube? What's going on, champions? Yeah, buddy, baby. So check it out, my friends. This is Luke Pico, you guys, coming to you guys today with another video. Just wanted to share some insights, share some concepts with you. On this channel, you guys, we talk about personal development. We talk about universal laws of attraction. We talk about how reality works. We talk about the pros and cons, the positives, the negatives, and everything else in between, what we can do with our life, the success we can create, the mindset we can build, and basically the type of reality that we want to experience, okay? And so this is the stuff I talk about on this channel. We talk about confidence building and laws of attraction, and I want to jump right into it today and just share with you some concepts on how to elevate your powers of perception, why that's important, why you should actually want to elevate your powers of perception. It's freaking powerful, dude. Yeah, buddy, baby. So check it out, dude. We're out here in beautiful paradise. And the reason I came out here is because this is part of how you elevate your powers of perception. Because see, what does that actually mean? Powers of perception, what you can create, what that experience will create in your life. And one of the things that I've learned about perception and about power, see, perception is how you perceive the world to be. And we live in a world full of dynamic realities all over the place. What does that actually mean? Dynamic realities, right? That means when something's dynamic, that means it's very versatile. That means it can move and it can adjust and it can make changes in whatever direction that it wants to create. It's dynamic. It has the ability, it has moving parts, it has the ability to change and create, okay? Now, if we live in a world with dynamic realities, that means there's different realities that exist everywhere, okay? There's different realities that exist everywhere. Your reality is different than my reality, and my reality is different than your reality, and we are all individually in charge of creating our own realities. It's just that most of us, we're not really tapped into our level of reality at a very deep conscious level of creativity and what we can create in our life. You see what I'm saying here, baby? We're not. And so what happens is we get washed over by different realities all the time. Different dynamic realities. That means different realities carry different dynamic energies and dimensions of possibilities that we can experience from day to day. Okay? And if you want to build a more empowering lifestyle, if you want to learn how to elevate your powers of perception and how you perceive the world to be, then it's very powerful information. Because see, when you elevate something, guess what? You elevate it, dude. You take yourself to higher places, baby. Dang, dude, that's what you do. We live our life, you guys, not even knowing that we can think in a different trajectory of reality. And so what happens is we get stuck in one framework of reality. That framework is governed by the perception of the perceiver is controlling the reality based upon their perception of reality. Rewind, say it again, Luke. That was freaking huge there, dude, if you understand what I just shared there. Because here's the thing, baby. You look at reality, you look at your reality, I look at my reality, and I tell my reality what to believe. Okay? That's all of us. But here's what's crazy. You have the ability to change the narrative, to change the story, to change the dialogue of your perception. And that's easier said than done because there's other worldly energies around us. And depending on if those energies are positive or negative, they can impact our own perception of reality, our own energy field of reality. Because see, on this channel, I talk about energy fields all the time. Because see, the world is governed by energy. It's governed by laws of the universe, baby. And we use our mind to think upon the laws of a thought. We use our perception to think and see upon the laws of the reality that we experience. Most people, they're not consciously tapped in at that level of awareness. Most people, and it's not that they're dumb and they're bad, you don't learn this in school, dude. They don't teach you these amazing concepts in school on, hey, you know what? You can learn to elevate who you are based upon the thoughts that you think. But guess what? You're going to have to face if you've been living your life with low awareness, your level of awareness is not elevated. Your level of perception is not elevated. because it's locked into the governing agency, the governing field of society's reality and what society believes to be true. And so that's cool for society. Check this out, baby. I'm a freaking outlander, dude. That's me. I'm an outlander, dude. I freaking freestyle. This is the wild, wild west out here, dude. When you jump into entrepreneurship, when you jump into free enterprise, when you jump into building and constructing the type of reality, the type of mindset, the type of things that you want to experience from day to day, baby. This is the way it goes, man. A lot of people, they don't know that. And so what happens is we get hijacked by random information. We get hijacked by whatever negative reality that we just encounter from day to day, not even knowing that we can change that reality. And here's the kicker, dude. Here's what's crazy. Your reality, see, how to elevate your powers of perception. That means there's power in your perception. Freaking rewind, say it again, Luke. There is power in your perception. See, what power is what? See, all words, all thoughts, all beliefs, all possibilities, they carry power. One thought perceived carries the power of that thought perceived. Rewind, say it again. Freaking amazing. Download right for you, dude. One thought perceived carries power attached to that thought. And then we use that thought, that power, to look out at our reality, and we tell our reality what we can create and what we can't create, what we can do, what we can't do. And we don't even know that that's impacting who we believe we are. We don't even realize that that's impacting the reality that we experience from day to day. Did you know that? Dang, dude. A lot of people, they don't know that, dude. And so this is what I personally do, okay? It's easier said than done, because basically, if you're living life and you have a lot of things going on, guess what? That's going to steal from part of your perception. That's going to, in other words, it's going to call attention to that part of your perception of reality. And so in order for you to elevate your powers of perception, you have to elevate the way that you think. You have to take your mindset to higher places. You have to take your beliefs to higher places. You have to not allow the external world govern your internal conditions. That doesn't mean that you're never going to be controlled by that. That means that, hey, let me realign my perception. Let me lock into what I'm telling myself, and let me create what I'm telling myself to create, instead of just randomly whatever comes along and projects whatever that perception is on you. You don't have to buy into it. You don't have to buy into that narrative, dude. You don't have to. You can create what you want to create. You do it already. This is what's crazy. You do it already. And so, see, if one thought carries power, all thoughts carry power. That's freaking huge there. If one word carries power, all words carry power. And so what happens is we get stuck in negative thoughts from time to time, depending on the circumstance and the experience. But those thoughts, they're not your beliefs. We're just experiencing the energy. Rewind, say it again. We just experience the energy of the negativity. And then we sit back and we go, well, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. And it's so crazy because we're like smarter than that, but yet because we're controlled by the law of the mind, the law of perception, the law of what we say, the energy is what takes us over. And then we get washed over with whatever random experience, whatever random information that may be. And so who do you want to be, dude? What kind of mindset do you want to build? What kind of personality do you want to create? What type of reality do you want to experience? Your personality is going to give you your personal reality. And what I've learned is to crystallize my perception. That means, check it out, dude. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to crystallize, capture, and record this experience of time, which is basically me crystallizing this perception of reality. That's freaking huge right there. Because this is why I do this kind of work. Because it's therapy. Not only is it therapy, it constructs and builds the mindset of who I am. It gives me that type of boldness. It gives me that type of courage. It gives me that type of enthusiasm. It gives me what I decide to tell myself and who I believe that I am. And see, because I crystallize that for myself, my perception is, I have an elevated power of perception, meaning that I have great insight into what I believe about myself, what I can do, where I'm going, who I am, the type of reality I can create. We do this all day, every day, and we don't even know it, even though we know it. It's always a catch-22, baby. Always. In other words, we create our reality intentionally, but there's a side of us that's unaware, and we unintentionally, because we're unaware, are creating whatever random reality we experience, positive or negative, and then we get that reality. And so, if you want to learn how to elevate your powers of perception, then understand that when you have a thought, an elevated thought, you have a higher calling thought. You have a higher, see, I stick my eyes in the sky and I look down on myself because I understand who I am. Dang, dude, that's the way it goes, dude. And guess what? Because of that, I'm able to see reality different than everyone. I'm able to perceive the unseen. See, you're supposed to pay constant attention to yourself and your teachings. You're supposed to pay constant attention to the dialogue of what you're telling yourself from day to day. Because see, our words create. Our perception is projected out in front of us, and we chase the perceiving thoughts that we see in front of us. Rewind, say it again, freaking amazing. Dang, dude, we project out whatever we see in front of us, and then we chase that perception of reality, and then we get that perception of reality. So, what perception of reality are we going to create? You want more confidence? You want more charisma, dude? You want more enthusiasm, baby? You want more motivation? You want more love? You want more understanding? You want more joy? You want more peace? Whatever it is that you desire, you can create in your reality. And a lot of people live life getting just emotionally hijacked by random information, not even knowing that they can create something different. And so for me, that's why I focus on creating content. That's why I focus on building that mindset. That's why I focus on what is it I want to experience from day to day, right? We all do it. We just don't, you don't learn this in school, so you're not taught how to elevate your thoughts. See, there's levels to this game of personal development. There's levels to this game of transformation. We live in a world governed by universal laws that attract us into that reality. And when we think upon those thoughts, we literally activate that reality. But here's the thing. Because we live in a dynamic world of different realities, there's always different realities that are impacting our own reality. And once you learn how to tap into the invisible world, once you learn how to tap into the unseen world, once you learn how to tap into that world and see reality from that world versus just everything you see on the 3D world, that is when you learn how to create the type of experience you want to create in your life and who you want to be. Dang, dude, freaking amazing, baby. That's why on this channel, I rock free content. That's why in this channel, we talk about all kinds of stuff. IroncladConfidence.com, dude. That's the blog, baby. Dude, you guys know anything about what's going on in my reality? I lost everything in a house fire, burnt down. I had to start everything from scratch, okay? Working out all the insurance stuff, that's a different story. Anyways, the point is this. I can allow that event to pull me down and make me give up on my intentions and my success in the direction that I'm going, but I decide every day that I need to shift my perception into that trajectory of the reality that I want to experience. And if I allow myself to constantly and consistently perceive a better reality and project out a different type of understanding of my reality, I'm going to create that reality. You understand that we demonstrate every day who we are, what we can do, where we're going, what we can create? We demonstrate that every day in our life. Most people don't even know that. They're just on autopilot. You wake up, you go to work, you come home, you go to bed, rinse and repeat. That's a pattern right there. And so what happened to me is I had this huge pattern interrupt because, things can happen in life, right? Negative circumstances, negative experiences. And so for me, instead of just giving up, guess what, dude? You get back up. You don't give up, you get back up, dude. You get up, you dust yourself off, you recognize the direction you're going, and you keep creating. Because the second you stop elevating your powers of perception, the second you stop elevating your own mind, that's the second you're dead in the water. You're just drifting through life. Who cares? And so for me, I'm like, you know what? I got to get out in nature, baby. I got to break away, dude. I got to take myself to higher places, baby. Dang, baby. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. You can't argue with that. No one can, because it's the truth. You want peace of mind? Get out in nature. You want peace of mind? Break away from everyone else. You want peace of mind? Get clarity. Get real quiet. Get real honest with yourself. Recognize what you're telling yourself. And I guarantee you'll start to harness that power in your reality, and your perception will start to sculpt a new reality. You'll start to become more dynamic. You'll start to unleash all kinds of amazing things in your life. But you always, in the world of personal development, you always get negative before you get positive. And see, the difference between me and a lot of people is I'm willing to get really negative. I'm willing to get really negative so that I can get really positive. And right now, what I'm going through is really negative. But I guarantee you, it keeps getting more and more positive. You understand that you activate laws of attraction? You understand that everything that I've been through, the universe is literally manifesting for me left and right. It just keeps happening, and I don't know how. 1 minute there's $1,500, next minute $3,000, next minute 50,000, next minute 40,000, next minute, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. It just keeps happening because the laws of attraction are getting activated. And guess what? The universe is carrying me, baby. The universe is happening right now. It's creating in real time right now. And so, who do you want to be? How does $350 show up out of thin air? You see what I'm saying? I don't know where that came from. And so all these little synchronicities that show up, it's unleashing a new perception. It's unleashing a new reality before my very eyes. Dang, dude. Anyways, champions, I just wanted to jaw drop some amazingness, share with you some value, share with you how I rock my world, share with you how to elevate your powers of perception and what you can create in your life. It's going to be frustrating from time to time. You're going to get negative. Guess what? It's part of the game, dude. Don't just always project positivity. Sometimes you're going to be negative, and that's just the way it goes. But it's about how you get up, right? It's about how you get up. It's about how you get back up and keep fighting. It's not about the fall down. It's always about the get up, baby. Dang, dude. But that's it, champions. I'm just out here in beautiful paradise, soaking up the sun down by the river over here. You know, basically creating content. Wanted to shoot a video on how to elevate your powers of perception. Just remember that your perception carries power. And what you decide to perceive in your reality is the power that will get painted. Rewind is the power that will get painted in your personal experience of reality, dude. Freaking amazing, baby. Dang, dude, but that's it, champions. Check it out, my friends. If you guys are new here to the YouTube channel, you guys dig this style of information, you guys dig this style of communication, consider subscribing, dude. Consider, boom, baby, smashing that thumbs up button, hitting the little bell notification if you guys want to receive updates when I rock these videos, baby. But I do thank you guys, and I do look forward to talking to you champions again next time, baby. Peace. Yeah, buddy. When you get honest with yourself, when you get bold with yourself, when you learn to talk to yourself in a very powerful, constructive way, when you learn to discipline your mind and your perception, that, my friends, is when you will start to unleash the power of an elevated reality. You got to chase elevated thoughts. You got to hear the upward call of transformation. You have to hear the upward call of truth. And you got to get honest with who you are and what you believe about you and what you can do, dude. Boom, baby.